Beloved people of South Africa, in a functioning government, people who are implicated in any form of corruption should be arrested by now. Morgan Maumela should be arrested, should be in jail by now. Katiso Molefe. Katiso Molefe's bail should be revoked. The people who were implicated in Zondo Commission, Jacob Zuma, the Guptas, Zweli Mkhize, everyone, every single one of them was never arrested. They are here recycled in the departments. This tells us, this shows us clearly that these commissions and the Mickey Mouse ad hoc committee are just there to derail us, to derail the public of justice, and to waste time and resources with things that will never yield fruits. This is just to derail us. Today, there's an evidence that has surfaced about Cyril Ramaphosa's involvement in the murder of General Mfazi. The document is surfacing on the social media, but nothing has been done to arrest him. That General Mfazi was investigating the Palafala matter, but nothing has been done. The evidence is there. The names of the people, the names of politicians are being implicated. Julius Malema, Paul Mashatile, they are being implicated with evidence, hardcore evidence. But nothing is being done. No one is being arrested. This means that the justice system is dead, it's captured. This is treason. This is treason. We don't have a government. Our government is hijacked by criminals. So I want to discuss with you today. I want to give a lesson about treason. What is treason? This is the Treason, Crime and Disorder Act, a policy that I have written. The treason crime, high treason, remains the most serious offense against the state. It is the crime of betraying one's country by lying under oath, or acts of diverting public funds meant for essential services, slowing economic growth, increasing income inequality, and hindering the development of effective social programs. It also damages public institutions, erodes social trust, and reduces the accessibility of critical services like education, health, safety, and security for the poor. Advocating for the rights of foreign nationals over South Africans is also considered treason, and breaking institutional protocols for selfish gains is also called treason. Most of the politicians who serve in parliament are accused of one or either of these things. If they are not advocating for foreigners, they are implicated in corruption. Since the dawn of democracy, South Africa have held countless commissions of inquiries where politicians and government officials and their friends have been accused of corruption and wrongdoing, but they yielded no desired results, which is persecuting and punishing those who have been implicated in wrongdoing. Unrealistic expectations about what commissions of inquiry can achieve come from the fact that they are often confused with courts of law. And it is important to understand the difference between the two when it comes to their functions, powers, and procedures. Last week, I was doing a little investigation of my own about the members of Madlanga Commission, the legal team there. I found out that Justice Madlanga, although he's a retired judge, he's a very good friend of Cyril Ramaphosa. Chalkson, the chief, Matthew Chalkson, the chief advocate there, his father, was Arthur Chalkson. He was the presiding Chief Justice since 1994, and he was very good friends with Nelson Mandela. He represented the ANC during the Rivonia trial. So this tells us that nothing is going to happen, even though there's explosive evidence against ANC criminals. Those people who are there at Madlanga Commission, they are friends with the ANC. This is why the interim report was not revealed to us as the public. There was no decision made about it. It just sits there in the president's office, just like the Zondo Commission. So we must not put high hopes that as long as Cyril Ramaphosa is the president of South Africa, criminals will go to jail. South Africans are already incensed at the loss of public funds to corruption, the devastation of public institutions at the hands of impostors who sought to profit by fraud. The damage this has inflicted on the poorest in the society is enormous. The solution is to implement the Treason Crime and Disorder Act. The penalty for committing this crime is death penalty. People who steal from public purse, they deserve to be executed without trial. This means all politicians, government officials, tenderpreneurs who are implicated in the acts of corruption against the state of South Africa will be charged of high treason and executed for betraying their own country and its people. This reformation law, the Treason Crime Act and Disorder Act, comes into effect. I wrote it on the 23rd of September 2025. High treason is a breach of trust as it erodes public trust. This will send a strong message to future looters and imposters that corruption has no place in the future of South Africa. Under this law, no one is untouchable, whether former president, member of parliament, municipal manager, or metro corp. You will be charged and executed at the statement of two witnesses without trial. If you are implicated, you will be pronounced guilty. Do not let the slanderer be established in the earth. Let evil quickly hunt the corrupt man to overthrow him and stop his evil acts. That is the Psalm 140, the Psalm of David, verse 11. May God, Almighty Jehovah, continue to waken and revive the spirits of the people of South Africa. Thank you.